So we've got another property that's commonly used within CSS, and I'm going to demonstrate it down here within the temp element. So what I need to do is I need to set a width of 100 pixels. I need to set a height of 100 pixels. And what's happening now is that I've got some content and I'm not able to see the rest of the content. And this is how we handle overflow. So with overflow, and we've got options with overflow as well, so we can overflow X, we can overflow Y as well. So we do have a few options there. So by default, we're hiding that content, but we can also make it visible. So refreshing it. Go up to our HTML, we can see that all of this content here is within temp. So if we had a large H1 there, we still have all of that content, but it's overflowing and it's going on top of the rest of that content. So this is the overflow there. So no, it's hard, it's a little bit hard to see what the difference is because the background is not actually overflowing, it's just the content that's overflowing. So this is where we've got a visible, and when I remove that, so it's still visible there. So by default it's actually visible. We do have an option to do hidden. So this hides any of that content that's overflowing. So this allows us to hide that content. We can also add a scroll there. So that's another neat feature with the overflow. So if you've got a whole bunch of content, you can add these really nice neat scroll boxes as well. We can also specify, we can do an auto as well. So the auto automatically scrolls it and so on. So a few different options for overflow. And with specifying the overflow, so if we've got overflow X, we can have a scroll. So if we want to really specify that we only want to scroll on the left, we can do overflow of Y, and we can hide that overflow. So if we only want the scroll bar to be horizontal, we can accommodate that as well. So that this doesn't give any options for the user to scroll horizontally. And typically, whenever we're writing our HTML, if we want to make sure that's fitting within a particular space, then we would just leave it hidden like that.